Hokkaido and welcome to part 3 of this video series on my trip to Japan. It's minus 2 degrees now and I'm a bit disappointed that there wasn't snow, but there will be snow guaranteed once we reach our hotel in Otaru, which is a seaside town. So this is New Chitose Airport and we finally arrived. The time now is about 12:57, almost 1 o'clock. And now we're heading to Otaru, which is about 1 hour away, and it's a rapid airport train that actually goes there from here with a few stops in between, and that's where we'll be heading down to get there. Along with this ticket comes a reserved seat on the train as well, so it's pretty good, as this train can get pretty crowded when everyone goes to Sapporo. So Sapporo is actually the main, it's essentially the capital of Hokkaido, so most people will stop there before heading off to other parts of Hokkaido. And here's the rapid airport train. And some very good news, this is the weather, what to expect when we arrive in Otaru. It's about 1 hour away from all the snow here, and it'll be snowing for the next couple of days as well.
Car 4 is for passengers with seat reservation.
And that's the car that we're in.
This is a non-smoking train. Please notify the crew of any irregular activity on the train.
Right now we've entered the capital city of Hokkaido, Sapporo. We'll be spending one night here at the end of the trip in London. And now we are reaching Otaru. As you can see the sea over there. You can see waves crashing up on the shore. It's very cold. It's about minus 3 right now. With the wind chill, it's even colder. It's really chaotic and full of ice on the ground. Time to get to our hotel, and I'll give you a hotel review before walking around the area. Let's go. That's the market on the left that we're going to, and our hotel is called Grits. As I said before, Google Maps here is indeed your best friend. As you can see, it's really very cold. It's minus 3 and the wind chill even worse. I'm reaching my hotel, it's called Grits. By walking through this, like a shopping alley. I'm not sure if you can tell, but it's actually snowing. I'm not sure if you can see it, but I had some light snow over here. It's pretty nice. And it's pretty snowy already. I'm wearing running shoes in these. I have to change my boots pretty soon. Finally we're here. It's not too far away from the train station. Like the previous hotels, they do have free amenities here for you to just collect, and the items as well in the lobby. It's a pretty cozy hotel if you look at the lobby. Okay, I shall show you the room now. Oh wow. I'm greeted with the sink here first. Then the toilet. Well, this is the same as the hotel in Niseko in the previous video. 3 single beds here, very nicely. It's enough space, way bigger than the hotel in Tokyo. And an amazing view of the harbour, the port, as well as the other houses here, all blanketed in snow. As for the amenities of the room, everything is pretty standard, but it's very cozy here. As well as the use of wooden furniture. A lot of wood here. Really makes it feel really cozy. Alright, let's begin the exploration of this place. As you can see, I've really dressed up. In terms of gloves and everything for this cold weather, and now I'm wearing my boots. I'll swap from the running shoes. It's really necessary here, with everything being so icy cold. You may think it's like 7 PM right now, but it's only 4:30 and the sun has already set. So it does get darker here, faster than it does in Tokyo actually. I was here in 2018. Looks like they're doing some construction here. we'll just have a nice walk around it here. So I think earlier on I said I was going to eat at the fish market, but it closes pretty early at around 3 or 4 p.m, so we'll skip that. I'm trying to be very careful with the ice here, because I almost slipped and fell just now. But it's really beautiful and peaceful as compared to Tokyo. And earlier on when you came in just now, you during the train ride, you have seen quite a number of mountains. I just want to show you how snowy it really is around here. You can hear. And you know you're in Japan when you're walking in the middle of nowhere and you know where you're going, and you chance upon a random vending machine here. So in Japan, in fact, has the most number of vending machines in the world, and they sell the most random things that you can find. It's like you're just walking in the darkness over here and suddenly you see them selling some fried chicken thigh and like siu mai, some sort of like prawn dumpling and noodles. Is that rice or noodles? I can't tell. Also some cake, some dessert. Oh my gosh. Yeah, and the prices are pretty reasonable here, even though it's out in the middle of nowhere. Oh, just look at how deep the snow is here. And yeah, here are typical drinks here. And yeah, just look at the roads here, it's super icy. Everything is icy because of how cold it is and the amount of snow that has fallen in the past few days. A really majestic view of the place from here, this angle here. Right now I'll be heading for dinner, so I'll just show you on the way what I see. Just chanced upon this random restaurant and just decided to go in. That's good. And this is my menu for today, and this is only about 13 Singapore dollars. All the fresh fish and seafood from the market nearby. We have the salmon. I think this is some sort of meat. Oh, this is pollock roll, mentaiko, crab, octopus, tuna, rolled egg, amiebi, scallop. This is an arc shell. Some sort of fish, I'm not sure, and some other fish, probably hamachi or something. Yeah, it's a pretty good meal. And last but not least, your sea urchin, your prawn roll, and your salmon roll with a perilla leaf there. All for $13. Back to the cold. It's gone even colder, and it's -5 right now. Okay, I think I filmed a lot today, and I'll cover more on Otaru tomorrow, so I shall see you tomorrow. Good morning from Otaru. It was a snowy morning and it snowed all through the night. Last time I went out for a quick drink and I was caught in like a snowstorm. I'll put the video up over here, you just see it here. It was really quite strong. I'm still getting engulfed in this. I think I better like walk back slowly. I'm not even prepared for this. I'm barely wearing any cold thermal stuff, and now I'm getting drenched in the snow. So right now we're gonna have the hotel breakfast, which I'll show you in a bit. Then afterwards we'll walk around the Musical Box Museum, the area. So this is my very sumptuous breakfast. The options here are pretty huge. I think that this is probably the best breakfast I've had in amongst all the hotels so far. So a wide selection and quite interesting things they actually have here. Okay, so let me show you a different side of a canal. This area is basically on the left of where we were yesterday, and today I'll be showing you this section here. It's a pretty peaceful place. Just to come here and just have a walk. It's snowing yet again. Now we're going to the Musical Box Museum. Just walking there and the snow is getting a bit heavier. Okay, so this is the Otaru Historical Scenic District. So it's this entire road that we walked on yesterday. This starts from here, which is where we were just now, the Farmer Railway facility. And then now we're just walking down all the way to the Musical Box Museum around there. Many a times your shops just lay out the seafood here for you to just choose from, and then they'll take it in and they'll cook it for you. So we'll visit one of these shops in a while after we go to the Musical Box Museum. Here's another shop where they put a whole head of a bluefin tuna here. There's a place called Oma in Aomori, not in Hokkaido, in the main island of Honshu, where they catch all these bluefin tunas and they auction them in the famous Hokkaido market in Tokyo. Look at all these shops here. With more snowfall, the ground gets even more icy. So you see we will start slipping and falling here. Okay, we shall go into this musical box museum. You can see what they have here. They open from 9 to 6 PM. Let's go in. These are the huge musical boxes over here. This looks like some sort of chapel. Oh yes, I filmed a video on a similar musical box museum in Singapore. They also have these similar musical boxes, and the founder of that musical box museum is also a Japanese guy who operates one of these museums here at Otaru. I kind of forgot which one it was, but it's probably him as well. Let's click and watch the video there where he actually showcased how all these musical boxes work. There's so many different things that you can get, and this is 7,000, so it's around about 75 Singapore dollars, which is a rough estimate. You also have this, which I think I'll be getting. Just turn here. Then it start playing. Wait, turn the wrong way. I just bought 2 musical boxes and let's go off to eat. Oh, still snowing pretty heavily here. Well, and here we are. Let's grab a seat. Okay, so we're at the restaurant. We're gonna go in. I'll show you what we ordered. So let's just think about what we ordered yet. What we ordered so far is about scattered and a crab dog. Here was squid in 2 forms, and both are grilled. Here with the star, the 2 crabs here, and shishamo here. It's a lot of crab here. For about, I think, 40 Singapore dollars. Quite worth it, to be honest. Oh, that was a pretty heavy meal. Now it's about 5 PM. Most of the shops close very early. Some are even closing now. And yeah, that's all I'll be doing today actually. It's a day of relaxing in Otaru and shopping and eating the best seafood. So I shall see you tomorrow, where we already bought our tickets in advance to Kuchat, so we can just board the train. And also, one other thing that's good about Google Maps is that if you were to get directions on going to a certain place by public transport, particularly train in Japan, they actually show you the cost of the ticket. You just scroll to the right to the bottom. And you will also hear this chime at every JR station, so it's how it indicates that it's a train station. JR stands for Japan Railway. And this is our train here. It's free seating. The doors aren't open yet. We have a ticket.
Arriving at Kuchan, the final stop.
And we are in Kuchan. So now we're going to catch a bus to Hirafu. This is the bus that we're taking. It's all cash only. And here we are. So I'll be walking to my hotel, which is a Yumoto Prince. And afterwards I'll give you a room tour of it. Now the clouds have cleared. And I'll be skiing here tomorrow along these slopes here. It's beautiful. It reminds me of surf. And here we are at the Yumoto Niseko Prince Hotel. So it is an onsen hotel in the sense that you have your own private onsen in your room. Not all rooms have this, but the room that we booked has it. So now it's 3 PM, slightly earlier than 3 PM, and we checked in, and we're staying in the Japanese style onsen room. This is a vast contrast to the lobby, for sure. 6. Oh. So this is our Japanese style room. And there we go. It's just futon, it's just tatami mat. This is like the living room area. TV, and also we will sleep here. So there'll be like a futon bed that we'll have to lay out around here that we can stay in. And this is the onsen, which is actually outdoors. It's very small. So this is the private onsen, and the view faces the mountain itself. Let me try and get in. There, and it faces the mountain here. It's very beautiful over here. A good view of Mount Yote together with this onsen facing there. The living room does feel a little bit small, but considering that the beds, you put it up yourself, and when you're going to sleep, it sort of gives us a lot of space. And down there you also have the chair lifts that'll be going on tomorrow. And the sun sets even earlier here. Now it's only 4:13, the sun has already set. Maybe some first impressions of the hotel. The exterior and the lobby kind of looks old, and the lift as well. But the moment you step up to the guest rooms, everything looks brand new, as it has been recently renovated, so it's pretty good currently. The onsen room and everything, and there's also a western style room for the private onsen, so you don't have to sleep on the floor in the tatami setting. Well, I just bought my dinner and all my food for the day, for today. So yes, I shall transit to tomorrow with a time lapse. Just hopefully it's working, and enjoy the time lapse of the sunrise. I hope you enjoyed that time lapse of the sunrise here. And last night was very cold. The temperature dipped to -10, and now it's around -7, and I'm going to go for breakfast. So right now I'll show you around the breakfast area and what they have. So this is the breakfast area over here. So selection wise and variety wise, there's a lot of food here. There are a lot of DIY stations to make the different things, like for example this soba and the tofu section, as well as this what's an onsen egg. So there's so many things here, and as compared to the past few hotels, this is definitely better when it comes to the breakfast. And what tops it off is the view here that you're gonna have while you're eating. Right, so in a while after this I'll bring you for a walk around, and then later I'll show you the skiing I want to go for. Okay, now I'm heading for my ski lesson over here. So I'm gonna pick up my rental equipment, the boots and all that.
Alright, that's good.
Yeah, I didn't bring my screw and my gimbal here, and here's my ski instructor. And now, yeah, we're going up to ski down again. So I can't give you the same views like we did last year with Zermatt, but I guess this is what you can see here as we went all the way down here. And the hotel is right there. So
and can I say something?
Oh yeah, sure.
Brennan's doing very well. I'm really pushing him hard, and he accepts every challenge I throw at him. He can be proud of himself.
Thank you so much, man. I shall advertise with them in the link in the description box down below. And yes, you can view my review on Google Maps as well. So now I'm heading for dinner at that it's probably the Indian restaurant. Some comfort food. It felt like a very long yet somewhat adventurous trip, moving around everywhere. A lot of the food pricing here is pretty overpriced because, as I said, it's a tourist town. That izakaya opposite here, the food here was at least twice of that of what we had in Otaru, so it's just crazy pricing. This place really stands out. An Indian restaurant with a lot of snow around here. It's a pretty standard Indian food, and it's an escape from all that ramen and sushi we've been having over the past few days. So this here is a tandoori mixed grill with a super huge naan. And this is around 18 Singapore dollars. It's pretty good. Chicken tikka masala right there. tandoori chicken, mutton, Japanese manjal, which is turmeric rice, and butter naan. It's a pretty nice, pretty authentic Indian food. I wrote a nice Google review for them. You can check it out in the link in the description box down below. Phew, it's been a crazy day and it has finally come to an end, as well as our time here in Niseko. So I shall stop filming for today and see you tomorrow as we head to Otaru. In Kuchan station, everyone is trying to get to the first to the platform to get a seat, as this is a non-reserved train. Great, nobody's here. Just nice. Now we've gotten a comfortable seat on the train. Now we're bound. We're heading to Otaru, and after this I'll show you around the market that we wanted to go originally. Now it's about 3 degrees and all the snow is melting there, so you can see how everything is just wet and sludgy. So now we're heading to the fish market, and it really looked as if it changed seasons and we're back in Tokyo again. All the snow is literally gone. It's no more washi ice. It's alright, let's head to the Sun Kaku market. Sun is the same as the Chinese street. So the shop selling seafood, and they will have a menu there. You choose what you want and then you can eat in the shop there. There's snow crab and all kinds of seafood here. But to be honest, most of the shops are selling pretty much the same thing. Okay, after waiting, we finally got a seat. It's a pretty crammed restaurant, as you can see. The menu is online here. A wide variety and selection of many things. Let me show you what we ordered when it comes. And this is the grilled barbecued abalone. Comes in a shell whole. Then these are the buttered scallops. One piece comes at 4 Singapore dollars. And this is the set that comes with it. And the uni is actually from Otaru itself. Scallop, snow crab, all from Otaru itself. After that sumptuous meal, we're just going to go for a walk around the Musical Box Museum, the entire area. Well, it's the last night before I fly back to Singapore in Japan, and it felt like a rather long trip, visiting so many places. It's been an amazing trip, and I shall leave the rest of the video to the voiceover. And yes, the voiceover takes over indeed. So now it's been 3 weeks since I've returned from Japan, and it was really an adventurous trip. And just looking back at it, it really felt like the time flew really fast, even though during the trip I kept on emphasizing on how long it felt, but it was indeed really fast. In both part 1 and part 2, I did something similar where I concluded the video with some advice in a way, and things that you should avoid and things that you can do for the different parts that I visited. So this will just be for Hokkaido. So as you can see here, I'm currently in Chitose Airport in this video, and if you're looking to buy souvenirs, especially food and snacks, you can just get it at the airport, because the airport in Japan really has everything that you will need to buy and everything that you really want to buy. Like all those chocolate or matcha biscuits, you can just get them at the airport. I even bought a whole frozen hairy crab from the airport, and just packed it in a cooler and brought it back to Singapore. And I just cooked it actually 2 weeks ago, and it was still quite okay, alright. So when it comes to the buying of souvenirs, you can just do it all at the airport instead of lugging it all into the train from Otaru or Sapporo or wherever you're staying. This year did feel a little bit warmer as compared to the past years that I've been to Hokkaido, possibly due to the El Nino effect. I'm not too sure about it. Well, nonetheless, my skiing wasn't interrupted in Niseko, and everything there was just fine. So now on to traveling within Hokkaido. Hokkaido is the northernmost part of Japan, as I mentioned, and there are train passes that you can use to board any GR Hokkaido trains. That will be useful if you're traveling around Hokkaido from city to city. In this case, I only visited Otaru and Niseko, but in the case if you want to visit Wakkanai, Obihiro, Abashiri, Asahikawa, different parts of Hokkaido that are much further away, it will be good to purchase the pass. I'm not sure how many days they offer, but it will definitely be a lot more worth it if you're going to be traveling around a lot more. But if you're just going to be skiing at just one location, it's best to just purchase the train tickets individually. And either way, they aren't too expensive, maybe around $8 to $10 depending on how far you're going. For example, from Otaru to Niseko, it wasn't too bad. Well, Hokkaido is not just limited to skiing. There's still so many other things that you can do in Hokkaido. For instance, you can do whale watching in Wakanai, and in January, if I'm not wrong, you can go on an icebreaker ship in Wakanai, as Wakanai is the northernmost point of Japan, and as I mentioned, it's pretty near Russia, and that will also mean that it is really very cold. And in winter, there are ships that go through the ice. There's also Abashiri in Hokkaido, which is on the eastern coast of Hokkaido, and it's a very popular prison over there. And there are also many other ski resorts other than Niseko. There's also Rusutsu, and there are others in Toramu and Furano, but Niseko is the most well known amongst foreigners. I would say it's the most foreigner friendly, but that will also mean that it is the steepest in terms of price. But overall, my experience this time wasn't too bad. I felt that the number of slopes or the area that I could ski on in Hirafu was rather limited compared to Zermatt last year. Around Hirafu, there are also many other slopes. There's Hanazomon, and there are quite a number. So you should do your research before going down, and you can choose where you want to stay. Well, enough said. The remaining comments will be in the description box down below. And let's conclude the video with this landing into Singapore. After this year, life will certainly get a lot more hectic for me, and I won't be that free to travel around as compared to the past few years, so you'll start to see lesser and lesser posts. So I really thank you for following me on my past couple of trips to various parts of the world over the past few years, and I sincerely hope to see you in the future. Well, that's it for now, and I shall see you soon.